There it is. All right.
Excellent.
Take two. Welcome to another edition of Rhode To Nowhere. Sorry it's been so long. Stuff happened. Whatever.
You can say shit.
Oh, I can say shit? Oh yeah, that's right. It's my show. And I can't even talk. Shit happened. Shit happened. All right. Anyways, we're here with the Rhode Island metal band Whisky Fyre. Guys, can you please introduce yourselves?
I'm Brian.
And what do you play?
I play the guitar.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oops, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm Mike and I play the drums.
I'm Samantha and I play the drums. He's the singer.
Oh, what the
I'm the
heck?
singer.
And I am Tom Cat on bass.
Oh yeah, Tom.
Thanks for being here. I'm going to do a couple warm-up questions. One, what was the last thing you got that you were listening to? Individually, of course.
Wow.
All right. Well, I was listening to Blackmail the Universe by Megadeth.
We were listening to
No
Megadeth.
way.
In the
Yeah,
Megadeth
dude,
call
totally
over
straight
there.
up Megadeth. Yeah.
There we are.
It was great. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna sound so like, oh my god.
Flyleaf.
No, I was actually listening to our recorded practice of that new song that we're coming up with.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
Tom working on.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Same thing for Tom, I guess, right?
No,
Oh,
he
yeah.
said Megadeth.
both
Oh,
listening.
you're both.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On top of
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
We were live too.
I was actually listening to like a homemade CD that this kid that I went to high school with, Carl Bugby, made when he was in high school, which somehow ended up in my possession at some point.
Nice.
Where it's just like,
I remember Carl Bugby.
yeah,
Fucking crazy Carl. He would sit in the hallway and play guitar every morning.
yeah. This wasn't like necessarily like a guitar like CD. It had a lot of like strange, like almost like orchestral stuff. Like there was a lot of piano and like violins. And then there was like one track that was like a jam band track. It was like all instrumental, but it's pretty nifty stuff.
That sounds nifty. Quite nifty. Let's go with the other warm-up question. What was the last show that you went to that you didn't play at?
Funky Jungle. That was the last show.
Oh, that was the one you guys went to?
We went to Province.
Oh man, I don't remember what the last show was. It must have been.
It's like a
Gojira
house
Mastodon.
party. Fucking, it was pretty good. Hopefully we're gonna play it.
Well,
I went to,
I didn't get to go to that. I was working.
I went to AS220 last night actually, and I saw that band that we saw at Funky Jungle, Miss Invader.
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
I think the
awesome
last
time.
show
They rock and rolled.
I went to was Gojira Mastodon. I think.
Oh yeah?
I think that was the last one I went to.
That wasn't too long ago, was
I
it?
went to that one too. Yeah.
No, yeah, that was in
We all-
I
Mass.
went to that
all
one
three
as
of us
well.
did. That was fucking awesome.
What was the last one you went to?
They're coming again.
Guys, I don't know.
I think we're gonna have to bring her to Gojira Mastodon.
I don't
come
know.
around
I think
October.
like Sedona, I
think-
haven't played that. Yeah.
She's just that awesome. All she does is play that.
No, I'm not
That's
trying
it.
to be like that.
Just one of those
It's just that I
types.
haven't gotten to that yet, I guess. Or I can't remember that or whatever. Brain damage, I guess.
I'll even answer this one. The last one I went to was last Tuesday. Parasitic Extirpation, Artificial Brain, and I forgot who else, at Dusk in Providence.
Oh, Dusk is pretty good.
Dusk is awesome. Dusk is one of my favorite places ever. It really is.
That's where we saw the paraplegics, right? That time.
No,
No, that
wasn't it Dusk? No.
My mistake. My mistake.
No. Speaking of, I don't know how soon this video is getting up, but 27th we're playing a show with the Paraplegics.
I'm up.
Oh, you're good.
I'm actually going to try to get this up, if not tonight, then tomorrow afternoon.
Oh,
Unless,
that's kind of awesome. Hell yeah.
Unless, there's problems
How
and whatnot.
functional.
I know, right? I don't screw around. I don't screw around. The last interview, though, it took me forever because YouTube decided to be like, you can't do
I
it
hate
yet.
YouTube.
You can't do it. You can't do
Cheers,
it yet.
YouTube.
Or, yeah,
Hope it
right.
doesn't get blocked because I said I hate YouTube. Just edit that out.
Whatever.
Just kidding.
Whatever. Anyways, let's move this along, shall we?
We should.
How long have you guys been making music?
How long have we been making music, like individually?
Individually, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of these questions are going to be individual.
I don't know. I might be the. I don't know. You and I
First,
both. You played.
We
clarinet.
played. I played in like school band, but not for very long. But he played in school band a lot.
I did. Yeah,
Lots of shit.
I've been playing music like in band and orchestra and stuff. Probably like I don't know, well over a decade.
Right on.
Yeah, in high school.
Yeah.
That's like all I did.
Yeah, played clarinet in like elementary school, and then I played guitar. Started playing guitar.
Yeah,
in
I didn't
high
even.
school.
Yeah, I didn't even start playing drums. I mean, I don't know. I started on the trumpet and then just moved through the brass. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. When did you start playing, Tom?
I picked up bass when I was about 14, which is so about 12 years ago. But like aside from collaborating with you two a few times over the years in a couple different bands, and being a band for essentially like pretty much like two rock shows back in high school. I've mostly like only played bass like pretty much by myself as just like something to tinker with, which you know is a little bit unusual for bassists. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of helped me like kind of develop my own style. You know?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know like Brian, he plays. I know from clarinet you just went to the guitar.
That's
right?
the only instruments I ever really played. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then just
I kind of
immediately started playing Megadeth.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I
That's exactly.
I didn't start
true,
playing. I didn't start playing bass until like even after I started playing with this guy. I used to be this guy's singer.
We started. We the three of us, me, Tom, and
we all went to high school
we went
together.
to high school
Yeah.
together.
But I don't know. It's interesting. Or different musical paths.
When did you start singing?
When I was 2.
Yeah,
But
nice,
I like
nice,
would
there you
write.
go.
I would write my own lyrics, and I didn't really. I don't play any instruments or anything. So
Yeah.
I had nothing. But I was only in like one other band before
The Dead
this.
Peasants.
Yeah, and
Dead Peasants
it
is
was
such a great name.
like a psychedelic kind of thing, and I don't know. Then I found them.
Hell yeah.
There you go. There you go. What would you say your influences would be?
I don't know. I listen.
Lacey
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're right.
She's
Mine's like
obsessed with
Lacey
Flyleaf.
Sturm. I know, not Flyleaf, but I'm obsessed
Oh,
with
just
Lacey
Lacey.
because she's just like, I don't know, a very unique sound. That's basically.
It was crazy. Like when I was younger, I used to not listen to metal. I used to like the heaviest thing I listened to was like Motley Crue. You know, like that was like what I listened to in high school. Motley Crue, Aerosmith. Like I listened to like Beatles and Elvis and all that stuff. Like he listened to more country. I
I grew up listening to like old country music and stuff like that. So that's probably and blues and a lot of blues.
Yeah.
Just through like my family and stuff. But I got into like heavy music, junior high or whatever, and started listening to like Alice in
this
Chains
guy
and-
introduced me into heavy metal. Like he burned me the CD like at the end of high school. We used to run track together, so we would just talk about metal all the time.
Yeah.
And like he burned me the CD with like Nevermore and fucking
Strapping Young Lad and stuff like that.
crazy shit on it. And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this crazy. I don't know. And then this guy just like rocked around listening to Janis Joplin and Tool in high school. Like that's like
Not so much Janis Joplin. I'm not gonna knock her.
no.
Just that
Yeah.
really like my cup of whiskey.
I like that. My cup of whiskey.
God damn it, I'm drinking rum.
I don't know.
I'm
Like
sorry.
I went through like phases over the years. Like when I first started playing, I was mainly into like classic rock, like Beatles, Stones, Zeppelin, Black Sabbath.
My mom hated the Stones. Like she loved the Beatles, but hated the Stones.
Well, that's how
Like-
people were back in the day.
Oh, yeah,
And with me,
totally.
I'm just like, no, I'll give it all. To
Tom,
me.
I think Tom.
All the rock and
He's
roll.
underestimating, I think, the influence Led Zeppelin though. He's got the
Yeah,
he's got the
those
symbols
songs,
on his
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
So
Then like later on, like I got into like alternative, like grunge. I really like grunge music, like Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, and then of course I like metal. Like it goes from like
I just
I
I
stuck
think
to
the
one
first
person.
metal
Yeah.
band like that I might probably
Just
ever
like to do
actually
this.
listen to was anything close to metal. Rob Zombie, I think
Oh,
was
Rob
probably
Zombie.
the first
Fucking
like,
Rob Zombie.
like,
I know, it's
thing that
crazy,
was like,
like-
almost metal, I guess. that I
Yeah,
listened
it's
to.
crazy how like we do all this, we listen to all this craziness, and then like we just have this goal to make like just super heavy music. It's not even like we're trying to play heavy metal or like I don't know. It's just like really big and I don't know.
we're not trying to interpolate a sound. We're trying to extrapolate a sound.
Yeah, what he
Yeah.
said.
I like that. Now, can you get into detail about your band history leading up to Whisky Fyre?
It's kind of interesting.
Like,
Us two,
past projects and stuff like that.
well, it's funny as far as past projects go. Like we started like this, not this project in particular, but like we started playing.
Well, we played some of the songs that then we wrote. You know what I mean? That's kind of still is kind of like an evolution of that. He and I
It's
started
been like 8 years now.
Yeah,
you've been
we
playing
started
together?
writing in like I don't know, like 2006 or something like that. Like
Yeah.
I started writing songs with him,
Yeah, like I said, I was the singer. At the
He
time,
played
and, like,
piano
someone
and
else
stuff.
was playing bass, and
then we lost the bassist.
yeah, so I just started playing bass. Jesus, I just
Yeah,
I
he
just played
he-
instruments. That
so
we
he just
lose,
he
like-
played. We played a lot. We had a bunch of different drummers,
Yeah, we
like
went through,
for
like,
many
9 drummers.
years and many different names of the band and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it was
At
like
one point, we did play with him. At one point,
yeah, and I played drums for a brief period, and then I sucked. Like I was awful. So I was like, you know what? And then he moved away. Tom got a job, like big guy job. Fucking.
I wasn't there.
No, this is before Samantha, like, well, yeah, we had a singer at that time, and like I don't know, like I was like the 9th drummer. We were like, you know what, fuck it. Like the whole band broke up, and he comes back from Washington. We kind of reformed with the 9th drummer, and then things didn't work out, and then I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm tired of finding drummers. Drummers are impossible to find, so I just
Yeah,
started
they are.
playing drums.
We were
So asked
basically
this guy-
we were in a situation where we like didn't have a drummer and we were gonna have to play in like 2 weeks, right? And
Yeah.
we tried another guy on drums,
It just
but he
didn't
wasn't really a metal guy. He's a very good friend of ours, and he played with us in the past.
Yeah.
He totally went some other direction, and now he does his own thing.
Yeah.
And so that wasn't working. We were getting a little nervous, and we're like, well, let's try a backup plan. Let's get Tom.
Yeah, we called this guy, and he's like, hell yeah, I'll drive down from Connecticut every weekend and play heavy metal with you guys. And like, you know, so, I mean, I don't know. Well, Sam came in the picture last year, about the same time as our last drummer, and like, this kicked off in, I think, October of last year, so we've only been a band for a year. You know, like, we played our first show, like, late October last year, and since then we've just been writing, and then this changeover happened in March, so this lineup we've been doing since March, we've, you know, laid down like 3 or 4 new songs, and like, been playing a lot of shows, and it's working out pretty good. You know, so like, I think we're anticipating on like this next year to be like pretty big for us.
Yeah.
It's been kind of like a build up, you know, like we
Yeah.
had all the trial and error of last year, and then we built up with this, you know, we started with Tom and just took it in a whole, you know, more serious direction, and it's just been really good lately. So
Yeah, I would say that like we have a rather awesome like band chemistry.
oh yeah, like these two might butt heads sometimes, but like, you know, we got
Yeah.
the lead guitarist, lead singer. It's like, Jesus, like
Yeah.
you two get your heads out of the room sometimes.
No.
Yeah, right. Seriously, they're like that, and we're like,
Everyone-
get your head smaller.
Everyone,
you know?
everyone definitely like writes songs, but yeah, I guess a lot of times, though, the last song that we were working on, Tom actually wrote.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, we all like
a lot
have
of
our
times,
hand in writing material now, and it's like it's a good balance. You know, there's not a song that gets worked on now that
yeah,
someone doesn't have to say.
everyone's definitely
you
putting
know.
input into the
Yeah,
songs.
like if she doesn't like something, she'll tell us. You know, if we don't like something, we'll tell them. You know, or I'll tell them, or you know, I'm apparently more than one person.
There you go.
We
There
will
you
tell
go.
them.
We will
We
tell them.
will tell them. You gotta get used to this.
I like how quickly you picked up on that too. Just like I just said the wrong word, so I'm just gonna roll with
The
it.
royal, it's the royal we.
Yeah, it's you know, me, myself, and I tell them that I don't like it. I don't
It's
know.
funny. I was just gonna ask about the writing process, but yeah.
Sorry, we trumped your
No, it's all right.
question.
It's all right. It's all right.
I know.
It's on there.
Interesting
It's
writing process.
A lot
You
of,
know, it's
like I
like
said, the different songs, like I think of the different songs. They're all a lot of them are written in different ways. Like some of them, a lot of the older songs, I was writing these songs for like a long time.
yeah, him and I have been writing together for
Yeah,
years. So
and-
like we've been
So those ones kind of like we brought, and we didn't have like vocal parts, and I kind of would like Samantha, do whatever you want to do.
yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Like you know, it kind of worked like before. Like he would write the parts and I would have some input, and then like I might write a part here or there,
Yeah.
and it just kind of we bounce back ideas.
But
You
now,
know, and now it's like
but
we
now
have two
Tom,
more
Tom,
members
Tom,
that
Tom
are like-
and Samantha have both been bringing like you said, we were saying outside, like this is like the first time that ever, but like a vocalist, like you know, she comes to part that she already has, and like to play around that, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah,
We've really
it's-
done that.
it's a whole different game.
Different.
Like it's a whole different metal.
So in
scene
different-
we're trying to
different
push.
songs,
Well, I'll be in
they
my
turn out
car
different
and I'll
ways.
just be like, da-da-da, and I'll just like have like a song in my head, and then I'll come to practice and be like, hey guys, I have this new song, like this
Yeah,
new part.
It's crazy.
And
We have-
sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, like, well, sometimes when it works, like we wrote, I don't know, it was crazy. Brian and I, we sometimes get together during the week and we just jam, like, you know, me on drums, him on guitar, and we come up with like these riffs that most of the time we don't remember. There's one time we wrote this riff and it was awesome. And so the next day we showed it to Samantha and she wrote a whole vocal line for it. And the next day we showed it to Tom. Then that night we played it at the show. It was just like
Really?
the song wasn't done. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I mean, it was an unfinished version, but it was kind
Which
of
one
like
is this one? Where-
Punishment.
Oh,
No,
punishment.
punishment. We kind of like jammed that
Yeah,
shit out. Like
that's
we literally
funny.
showed it to him maybe like I don't know an hour before
It's just
we
one of those
played.
We like
songs
to,
that
you
you're
know?
we
like,
like to do that. Like if we have a song and it's like we're kind of like, you know, we got parts to it. We know there's gonna be more to it.
Yeah, we can
But like
jam
we like
to
to
it.
be able to like to even to just to get it out there and see how it sounds like
The better
live.
version.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
right.
usually,
Mm.
and you know, we have done that with a few songs, and then eventually we bring them back. Maybe we don't play them for a little while, and then we bring them back and we play them.
One thing that we should mention that we haven't mentioned thus far in the video, we play all original music.
right.
So, like, when we play a set, you know, it's good to have like these new songs that aren't even finished because nobody's fucking heard it before.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even matter if we don't have an ending. We can jam out an ending that people will just think is good because if the song's solid enough, you know, like if the song is solid enough, we can surround it by two really solid songs, and it's like, oh man, that song in the middle was like, crazy. But it's like,
Right.
yeah, fuck, we wrote that yesterday. We didn't finish it yet. You know, it's like just extra material, you know, to fill up space.
And that's the best part. You don't even acknowledge it that it's like, you know, it's unfinished or.
Oh no, nobody knows
whatever.
any of the
Yeah,
songs.
no,
Well,
no.
I mean, that's not true. Some of the people
Yeah.
know some of the songs
Yeah.
now, but
They'll be singing along. Sometimes you look out, like, well, for me, like, especially, I'll be looking out and they'll
Oh, yeah,
be,
yeah,
like, mouthing the words.
yeah, and
And
some
then
of them
you
don't
just
know
see
the
them
words.
going, like,
Yeah, right.
what happened there? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, dude, I don't know.
I don't know. We just fucking deal with it.
Or like sometimes we'll have like some of the people who have like been to a few of our shows show up and be like, oh, you're playing this song tonight, right? And like we'll be like, hell yeah, and they'll be like, oh, hell yeah, and then we'll just rock and roll.
Yeah, sometimes though,
Rock and roll.
sometimes
That's
though, we'll play a song that we play every show, and then some of our friends will come up and be like, "Oh, that new song was great." And we're like, "What new song?" And they're like, this one. And we're like,
dude, we've been playing that every show.
We play that every show.
And they're like, must have got really good this one.
Yeah, right.
You guys must have tuned it up.
Yeah.
It sounds like shit before.
Yeah, sometimes when that happens, I mean, like we'll fall off songs, and like
Oh,
sometimes
God.
people don't even know. I mean, we'll know, but it's like, don't show anybody.
so
Don't let
Yeah.
people know. What?
You went, we'll know.
Yeah, we'll know.
Oh,
Me, myself. I don't know, but damn it.
Just
Yeah, just fucking wing
chop
it.
it up.
Yeah, right. Sailor Jerry makes you think there's many of you.
You know?
Yeah, it looks like
Come on,
there's
he's
many
got
of you.
work.
I mean, there's
He's
not.
trying to drink.
No, I understand.
Tell him, everybody.
Goodness gracious me. What has been your toughest challenges as a band with this lineup? Could it be
Scheduling.
like, scheduling,
Totally
getting
scheduling.
shows, something
Well,
like that?
it's not even getting shows, because we were pretty good about getting shows. People seem to like us for some reason. I don't know, like, we play at Tavern all the time, and they let us play.
Tavern on the Hill.
Tavern on the Hill,
West
sorry. West Greenwich, yeah. They let us play, like, there almost every month, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that bad getting shows, it's just, like I said earlier, he lives in Connecticut, so he
Yeah.
only comes and plays on weekends, and sometimes I'll get scheduled in the morning on weekends, and it's like, we don't have time to practice during the day, because I'm at work, or,
Luckily, he's such a damn good bassist.
Yeah,
So
he just-
he picks this shit up.
Yeah,
he
he does.
really
Yeah.
does.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then the three of us, I mean, like, past couple of weeks, we've had some gear issues and purchases to
Oh
make.
my
So, like,
Stuff breaking.
literally, like, the past
Yes.
month, we've practiced
I
maybe,
got all
like,
bands
3
in
times.
my-
Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
practiced, like, 3 times the past month because we had a PA break, we've had the bass
Yeah.
going all crazy. So, like, the three of us haven't practiced in, I don't know, we practiced last week, we got together.
We
Yeah,
practiced.
practicing twice this week.
Us three
Yeah, you guys
practiced.
practiced twice.
actually.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, them 3
Well,
practiced.
we do as best we
We
can.
do what we can. I mean, we have enough material now that we can play about 45 minutes,
Yeah.
without us having to write new stuff, so I mean, we can add more material all the time.
That's what we're kind of trying to do is like rolling new songs. But what happens is everyone wants to write, and it's like, and then we get rolling, and then it's like, oh, this is great, and then you come up with this other thing that's like totally separate, like has nothing.
Oh, yeah,
and
so
then
we
you're
end up-
like, oh man, that's great too.
Yeah, so we end up
You know,
writing, so
and-
right now, for example, we have 4 songs on the table, 5 songs, because Tom came up with a riff when he was at home all week. Well, I'm not saying he sits around all week, but like when he was home this week, he wrote a song, and so they wrote a new song yesterday. I haven't even heard it yet, so it's like, now we have 5 songs on the table that we haven't finished, so it's like, we'll get there, but,
It's progress.
I mean,
Well, sometimes we'll finish like part of a song, like Punishment. We got about like 90% of that song done. It's just, it needs to go somewhere. We haven't figured it out yet. It sometimes gets frustrating figuring it out with all of us here, so
We just
he and
have
I
like a little
might
bit of
jam
like
on it,
a creative short attention span.
Exactly. So like during the week, him and I might might get together with Samantha and like work on part of it.
Yeah.
To see if we can finish a section, and then show it to him, and he might have an idea during the week, and it just ends up getting.
It's good though. I think
A
at
lot of
least so like I think us being like us working on the stuff like going back and forth like that. I think it makes the songs a lot stronger. I think.
Yeah.
And it's like because they really get everyone like
Well, everyone
focuses
has a
on
part
it.
of it.
Everyone focuses
Yeah.
on it in their own way.
I found that we usually have this dynamic where, like, when we come together at practice and we show each other new material, like, we'll show enough that, like, everyone can get the gist of the song, but each of us as individuals need, like, time to, like, kind of go home
Yeah. Then we go
and
work
just
on it.
kind of, like, work on it and, like, find something to go along with something that somebody else wrote that they're comfortable with.
Yeah, one of the greatest things about having her as a singer is like, say we write a riff, right? And
Yeah.
then it's like, she'll write a line to it, and then like come back next week with like 4 pages written for the song. And it's just like, well, all right then.
It just seems like you
pretty
guys
good.
are just
Maybe
awfully
4 pages is an exaggeration.
awfully prolific. That's the word I was looking for.
Hell yeah.
I guess
She
so.
wre's great lyrics, and then
I
you
think,
know,
I think
he
all of
edits
us. I think all of us
sometimes,
have
and-
like, because of our different backgrounds, we all have like a great deal of experience writing. I think that's
Yeah.
like the whole thing
Yeah.
about this particular band that I really like is that everyone is a writer, and it's awesome. You know, a lot of times you get a group of people and like one person is they're writing everything, and then everyone's just kind of following along. You know what I mean? And I have you know, and I have been in that situation before. You know what I mean? But now, I'm like with different members, you know, working with different people and stuff. But now it's great because everyone's contributing, and like I said, more ideas makes the songs better. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it gets stale.
Yeah.
Right on.
If you feel like if I'm in a situation where I'm doing all the writing, you know, everything eventually I get burnt out. I'm like everything sounds the same to me. But that never happens when, you know, I have 3 other great writers in the band.
Yeah, we definitely have our own like writing styles for music, for the different songs that we bring forward. Like we were just talking about that outside.
It's kind of really cool because, like, again, going back to like each of us, you know, we pull from different styles, you know, and like she listens to completely different music than the rest of us. So like her singing parts are sometimes like crazy out of
Some
this world.
things that I'd never think of.
Yeah, exactly. And like he's got this crazy technical, you know, riff that's got all these notes in it, and then she's just like, I'm just gonna sit on top of this riff, and people are gonna be like, whoa. You know, I mean, like, it's crazy. I mean, like, you can even check out, like, I don't know, you guys people can check out some of the music. We have a YouTube channel. We have Whisky Fyre at Gmail.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely put the links up and all.
Yeah,
that.
that'd be cool.
Yeah,
It'd be cool if you could attach your Hunter video to like the beginning or end of this.
Oh yeah, we love that video that you took. What?
Oh, yeah?
You have some awesome phone or something? Like, what did you take that on?
iPhone.
Really?
I just sat there and I was just like, you know what?
Maybe the sound was just that
It's
good in
just-
the
it's-
room
yeah.
that night.
Well, normally, like, I've taken a few videos with my phone, and sometimes they come out good. It just depends on where I'm standing. And I just so happen to be standing in the perfect spot.
It's great. Yeah, we thought it sounded
Like,
great.
there's a couple I put up in my friend's band Dysentery, and I watched it later on. I was like, this sounds like shit, but it looks good.
It's
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it
Well,
out.
that
Yeah.
happens all the
Yeah,
time.
we get
You're
that
like,
all the
"Wow, it looks
time."
great, but
People,
nah, I'm never
people
sure
will
something."
take videos and we'll be like, and they'll take them and we're like, we think it's great, you know what I mean? That people
Yeah.
are like taking the videos, so we like to try and put those up, you know. But yeah, some of them are like, it's like totally hit or miss, and everyone's got the same goddamn iPhone. Like I don't know
Yeah,
why
right.
they're all so like
Everything's at,
different.
like the same level of technology.
I don't know. I guess some people have a knack for it. I mean, I'm flying by the seat of my pants
Yeah,
when it
very
comes to stuff
good,
like
very
that.
nice.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't tell anyone.
I just kind of like shoot and pray. Like, if they don't come out fine. I don't even watch them. I just put them up later on. Honestly, I don't. I like
And then
this.
like
Probably
later
not
on.
gonna watch this.
Wow.
Probably not gonna
You
watch
should. You should.
Wow.
it. Yeah. I
think
mean,
it's
well,
really
actually,
good. I'll probably watch this a couple times.
Actually,
Like,
That's because we're narcissists.
that's
I watched-
you
I watched-
can't play heavy metal unless you're a narcissist.
I watched the last
That's
one
awesome.
just because of how funny it was and just the things that were said and stuff like
You're saying
that.
this one's not funny?
Well, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you just said
Oh, great.
There we
Turning
go.
into a fight.
There it is. Even if you're
Right,
like,
let's
if-
start throwing shit.
Clown.
And finish, then we'll judge. If
Okay,
it's
that's
not
fine.
funny.
All right, fine. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
all right, moving this along. Do you have anything recorded that people can access and whatnot besides the?
Not yet, but we have one of our good friends who used to be a drummer of ours, which is hilarious. He did a lot of sound engineering in school, and we've been talking to him a lot lately. And he was just like, "Wow, you got this genius thing going on." So like, he wants to be a part of it. So we got some new sound gear. We got some good computers now. Like we upgraded both our computers.
Yeah, we
You
finally
know,
got this
so-
PA mixing board.
Yeah, we got a really great
power, which is
PA
totally
mixing
awesome.
board. So yeah, what he just said. And AJ knows how to use it and wants to record us. So we should have some really good stuff soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Yeah, I mean she's been dying to record stuff for a while, and we had some recordings with other people, and things worked out, things didn't work out. You know, we're trying to push forward.
I think one big drawback that we have is that I think all of us are to like some degree perfectionists.
Yeah.
So when we finally sit down and like record our first demo, we literally want it to just be as good as it possibly can. Because even the songs that we have that are finished, there's still like certain like
with them still.
yeah, there's still like certain parts that we could like tweak a little bit, like just to make them like the most they can possibly be. You know?
I'm still learning drum parts. You know, I mean, I can play some songs beginning to end, but it's like I'm not super comfortable, you know, with certain parts of songs, and it shows. You know, I mean, like we actually took one of our songs we've been playing for literally an entire year. We put it on the shelf because it's like not performance
Yeah.
level. You
Yeah.
know?
Too messy.
Yeah, it's
we
a little
want
too messy.
we want, like I said, once we actually
Messy.
record something, we want it to be.
It is.
Yeah, it is messy.
And
We want it to be as good as it can
everyone
be, like you said.
Yeah.
I think that's about as good as it says.
the crop.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah,
Savage style.
so to answer that question, literally within a couple of months, we'll have at least 1 to 3 songs laid down
Mhm.
for people to listen to.
That's good.
I mean, like we have some stuff online now, but it's with our own drummer. So,
Yeah. So basically, you just want to show off the.
Yeah, we really want to focus on this, you know.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll be right back.
It's a different
Yeah.
sound.
It's all right. Yeah. I mean.
Well, we can do it without him.
Yeah, I guess.
Just give everyone else a chance to talk.
We can, yeah. I know he's been dominating the interview.
He is. That's what he does.
It's his house.